What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pod Gods. My name is Jake. I do video, no holes.
You have different socks on, though. I do want to just clarify that.
Different? Yeah,
those
they
are shorter.
Actually different.
They're shorter.
Yeah.
I can usually never see your ankle, and I kind of like it.
Dude, I went tanning today at Planet Fitness.
No, you did not.
I swear to God.
You actually do kind of look tan.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I've been like, dude, you look good.
Yeah. Dude, I feel, you know, after you get like a little sunburnt, you're like, oh man, I feel kind of good. Like, it's like the illusion like I was outside, but really I just was in a stand-up tanning bed for 5 minutes.
I'm Brady Holland.
Hold on, let's keep talking about that.
I'm Brady Holland with Obvious Real Estate.
That sounds so weird. I'm so used to
The Tyler Miller
sorry.
team. Nope.
Clapping for
Today,
Obvious.
I want to introduce the one and only Nate Johnston's brother's girlfriend, Amelia Smith.
Wait, what?
Welcome to the Pod Gods. Thank you for coming.
Wait, hold on. Say it again. I didn't know that.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Wait,
anyway, she's a part of Obvious Real Estate.
Obviously.
And previously known as the Tyler Miller team. You've been on the team for almost a year.
Almost a year.
You
Tried
tried
like 5 months.
That's almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Almost half
Welcome
a
to the
year.
Pod Gods. We're happy to
Thanks.
have you. We always look for guests, and I was like, we need Amelia on. Like,
Why?
I just love your story, to be honest. Farm girl that just was like, fuck it, I'm going to get into real estate and move 3 hours away from home by myself, live with some random family that I sold this house to, and try to sell some more real estate. So I think it's a really cool story, and I'm excited to talk about it. But yes, we all know Nate Johnston. He's been on the podcast multiple times. His brother, Nick, is dating Amelia, which is pretty awesome.
Oh. So when I asked you like what you're doing, that's Nate's brother.
I didn't know he was Nate's brother until after we went on our first date.
Which
Wait,
is
because
also
nobody told
wild.
me.
Wait, so how long have you been dating him?
Only like a month.
Wait, so you didn't know that?
Do you want to hear the whole story?
We'll get into it.
Oh
We'll get
my
into
God.
it.
It's so
That's
amazing.
crazy. That's so cool. I didn't know that.
I was so, like, I was going to say it before we started, but I was like, that's how I'm going to introduce you, just
Yeah.
to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Dude, you look so tan.
Well, I'm like,
I'm a little jealous, honestly. The tan looks good.
you're going to
I
the
am
Dominican
going to the
Republic,
Dominican.
what, tonight?
No, I leave Monday morning.
Oh,
for
okay.
what?
I'm going to Kansas City
Why are you-
tomorrow.
Ooh,
Why Dominican Republic?
Why not? I don't know.
that's such a good answer.
Jeez.
No.
Very good answer,
Yeah.
actually.
Right? No, my mom takes us on like some sort of family vacation each year, and she's like, "I need a beach vacation. You guys want in?" I'm like,
Yeah.
If it's on your dime, I'm
Yeah.
in."
That sounds awesome.
What's your middle name?
Florence.
That's
Really?
cool,
I
man.
love that.
Yeah,
Like
that's cool.
Italy?
No, my great grandma's name is Florence.
That's amazing. My
named after her.
great grandma's name was, well, I didn't know her real name, so we called her Grandma Toot Toot because
Love
that was
that.
easier for us to say.
Yeah.
Grandma Toot Toot.
I don't even
Still
know
kicking.
If I know my.
She's like 98.
Damn.
Damn.
Huh? Got some good genes in my
Yeah.
family.
That's
Is your great grandpa still alive?
He died like 4 years ago.
Oh.
But then my other great grandma on my mom's side just passed away in August.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna make it to
Sorry
100.
to hear that.
No, she was amazing though. Like I absolutely loved her. She loved that I was a golfer, but she was old. Just
She beat the game.
she beat the game.
Yeah.
That's what she basically told like me and my mom was like when she was like 92. So this was like still like 4 years ago. She was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I beat like I did this. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing amazing. She moved out from living on her own at 95.
Damn.
That's so crazy.
That's how my great grandma was. She was 98, completely blind, living on her own, and she had been for years. And like 3 weeks before she passed away, she got moved into like a nursing home because she fell.
Yeah.
And then she passed away.
Oh my
That's
She
the way to
literally
do it.
lived on her own in
That's-
this little house for years.
That's how I'd want to do it.
Literally.
Gosh.
Because he worked at a nursing home
Really?
before.
I was already about to. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. People would like go to the nursing home and then live there for like 15 years. It's
Oh.
like
That's crazy.
Their kids would just drop them off at the nursing home, and then they just live there for like decades.
See, I told my mom that if she was ever rude to me, like, and she was starting to stop kicking, like, I'd just drop her off to nursing home.
Yeah.
She'd be nicer
Yeah.
then.
Maybe.
It's crazy though. Like I
She's
feel
taking me
like
to the Dominican, so.
we're the only culture that does that. every other culture, like in like every other country, takes care of their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I thought you were gonna say like squirrels and like rabbits.
Like different
like I thought like
species?
different species.
Yeah.
But no, dude, you're
Squirrel
totally
nursing home.
right. Like, obviously, you're in the Hmong community. Your fiance's Hmong, and you get to see that. And I feel like they live in like big groups. Like,
Yeah.
Like I'm helping 2 Hmong family buy a house right now, and they're buying right next to each other.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
I'm surprised because they're very like they'll use a Hmong realtor, Hmong loan officer, Hmong title. Like they're
very into their culture and want to stay connected, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And I wish that's how most communities were, but it's just not that way.
yeah. It'd be weird if white people were like only whites.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't do that. But yeah, no, it's a cool culture for sure.
You talked about your great grandma being blind.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like for a long time, later in her life.
It was later in life. So she actually was a florist.
So was my mom.
Really?
Yeah, I just
that's
can't
cool.
say that word.
Florist?
Yeah, that one you guys just said.
Try it.
How do you say it?
Florist.
That
was actually
how you
pretty
said
good.
it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom.
But yeah, she actually had her own company that she did out of her house. Like her house was connected to a greenhouse.
Oh, that's
They built
cool.
it that
Amazing.
way. And so then she had that company. I don't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, she did that for the longest time. And then obviously she was a lot older and I was pretty young, and she just passed away like 5 years ago or something like that. So, but yeah, she was blind and nothing in her house has ever been moved. And so she knew where everything was. So like if we ever came over, she like knew where something was. But if you didn't put it away in the right spot, she would yell at you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Because she just kind of knew, like she would cook for herself, she cleaned, like she did
That's amazing.
all of it. And she was a tiny, tiny little person. Just
What nationality are you? Or like what?
Like Swedish.
Or,
German?
Yeah. German? Oh, I could. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't either, if it helps you.
We sing
I think
like a
I'm
German song every year on Christmas.
Well, that makes.
That's
Yeah, you're probably
amazing.
German then.
It's really weird. I feel like
But
a
like
cult.
the house attached to the greenhouse,
So
it's like
cool.
a Hallmark movie.
That
Oh,
is.
it's so
Yeah.
cool. Her house is just the cutest little thing. It was like a time capsule. You walked in, she had like green carpet
Oh,
and
yeah.
like a floral couch. And then if you walk to the back of the house, the greenhouse is like just like connected to
That's
it.
so
That's
cool.
sweet.
It's so cool.
Does she have the plastic wrap on the couch? Like a lot of.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. No, she did not. But like it smelled like old lady in there.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, she used to hand out apples on Halloween instead of candy.
Oh boy.
And everyone just loved it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I want to ask you one question when we're on the blind topic, because I know this is very controversial in the
boy.
world. Was Helen Keller real?
I don't fucking know.
Just PR trained.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
It's an answer that I would.
I mean, are any of us real?
That's fair.
Jake's got to throw the conspiracy in there. Tan Jake.
No, we're all robots,
Where did
actually.
you get that from?
What do you mean? Where did I get that
Is
from?
Helen Keller real?
It's just really hard to like fully comprehend that could happen. Someone being blind and deaf. Like, what? She was 2 when they like were like she's
I
blind
don't
and
even
deaf.
think I know the story of Helen Keller.
She wrote a book.
multiple books. She
Yeah.
flew a plane.
Is that like an actual thing?
Yeah.
That's
Is
the,
that-
that's
That's what we're
Like,
told.
can you
people-
order the book off of Amazon? Then
Yeah.
I would say you're real. If you can order the book off of Amazon and it says Helen Keller, then I would fully believe it. But if you can't order it off of Amazon, then no.
I feel like it'd be
a
really
good
hard to like learn anything because you're not seeing and you're not hearing
Blind and
anything.
deaf.
Well, but was she like completely blind?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Like could only see black,
Well, what do they say when you see when
or
you're
like
blind?
just like everything's like
you just see nothing.
see nothing.
It's
What
not
the
black.
fuck
It's
is
not
crazy
which
to
is
think about.
what?
Black?
Yeah.
What color is nothing? Just empty.
is
void?
clear color? Who knows, right?
But wouldn't clear be like
Like this?
this?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's wow.
Anyway, that's what they say. So I know
What-
people
wasn't she-
disagree and agree that she might have been real. She might not have been real.
The only person I've ever known that said she wasn't
Dude,
real.
Go on TikTok and look up, is Helen Keller
I'm
real?
all for it. I'm on board.
Thousands and thousands of people.
It
Isn't
doesn't
it
take
just
a lot
like
to convince
couldn't it
me.
just be like a story, like Bigfoot or
That's
like
what I
the
think
Loch
it
Ness
is.
monster? Like
I think it's
something-
a
someone-
story
people
to
need to
make
believe in
peop-
something,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
It's
like
a
that'd be fucking cool.
Oh, I see what you-
Probably
yeah.
not
A
real,
s-
but it's something like people want to believe in
like
it because
Paul
it's cool.
Bunyan.
Yeah.
It's a great example. Paul
Yeah.
Bunyan and Helen Keller, same thing in my opinion.
And Bigfoot.
So instead of like the shows
In
on
Bigfoot.
Discovery, people
Bigfoot's real.
People go
Yeah, it's my
Bigfoot
Uncle
hunting.
Tony.
People go Bigfoot hunting, and they're like, but this is for like Helen Keller. They like catch her in the woods walking with like a pixelated camera.
But no, that's I think it's a story for like kids that are just like,
You can do anything.
yeah, you can do anything you dream of, because we always learn about it in school. Helen Keller.
I think she had a mental
You
disability
learned about that
too.
in school?
Yeah.
You learned about Helen Keller in school?
Did you not?
No.
All right, this is a good transition. So
Yeah.
obviously you're very connected to your family. They have greenhouses. They do all this stuff. Where did you grow up?
Oh, God. I grew up in Adams, Minnesota.
Shout out Adams, Minnesota. We know you're watching.
Where is that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's Adam? Where it south?
So super south from the
Okay.
cities. It's probably like a 3-hour drive from here, probably straight south. 300 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Guess
We
how
thought
many?
Orock was small.
Yeah. Guess how many kids I had in my class?
In
Like
your
my
class?
entire like grade.
32.
Yeah, my graduating class was 32 kids.
What? Shut up.
That was actually really good. That was pretty good.
Damn.
But I went to like this Catholic school.
Okay.
Guess how many people that were in my grade in this Catholic
In
school?
your grade? 12.
No.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Though?
Yeah, that
That
would
would
have been
be-
like
Yeah.
you.
We
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 did
had
your research
9
today.
kids.
That was close.
What?
9 kids in our entire grade. Like that's where I went to school.
Did you
with.
like that?
No, I
No.
fucking hated
Okay.
it. Half of them were my cousins.
Oh,
There was like
man.
2 boys in our entire
Went to
grade.
prom with her cousin.
You dated both of them.
No, I did
Yeah.
not actually. That'd be funny.
Were they cool? Like, do you still talk to all 9?
I'd say like acquaintance. I don't know. Like I probably have them all on social media, but I wouldn't say I like would go out of my way to talk to them.
Was there like friend groups among the 9 people? Like
It was just
3,
one.
3, and 3?
Did you guys all have the same classes? You just would.
Yeah, we literally like just would kind of just.
Did you have a best friend?
Not really. I didn't
No?
really like. They weren't in my grade. She was a year younger than me. I was friends with these 2 girls, Caitlin and Emma. We were
Shout
the
out Caitlin and Emma. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I actually just talked to Caitlin on the phone this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's the one I was just. Oh shoot, I wasn't telling you about this. I need to talk to you about something after this. Oh boy.
You can't share it?
Oh no, she's moving up. Has a job for this summer up here, and she needs a place to live, and I can't get out of my
Lease?
rent to switch it for 4 months.
I thought it was
so-
something juicy.
Oh no, not that
Juicy's
cool.
crazy. That was a crazy word to use there.
Juicy?
So you grew up in Adams,
Mm-hmm.
super small. What'd your parents do for work?
My dad's a dairy farmer.
Love that.
Yeah.
Lot of cow.
What?
Lots of cows.
Lots of cows. Lots.
Brown cows. Chocolate milk.
Yes. Red cows.
Is there a type of
strawberry
cow
milk.
that has better milk than other cows?
Dairy cows.
So dairy
cows. Yeah.
cows.
And then you get like beef cows.
Then you have like beef.
See, I don't know. I grew
Study
up in Edina.
your cow.
Study
Here
your
we
cow.
go again.
Did I-
Edina this,
Oh,
Edina
you're one
that.
of those kids.
I've never milked a cow. Have you?
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
never milked a cow.
I don't think I've ever milked
You've
a cow.
never grabbed the udders of a cow and just went.
You don't even have to do that
Maybe
anymore.
on like
Yeah, I know.
maybe on a field trip.
I did in a Kelly Farm in
Kelly
Elk River. I milked a cow with my hand. Yeah, I had a glove
What?
on. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I'd hope it was with your hand. All right, so
Dairy farmer.
back on track. Yeah,
Okay.
dairy farmer.
Mom.
My mom's a nurse at
Where?
the Mayo Clinic in
Oh, wow.
Rochester.
That's amazing.
How far away is Rochester from Adams? Adams?
Adams. Like 52 minutes.
Okay.
Not to be specific.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm really good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Siblings?
Yeah,
I
that's the
have
word.
3 brothers. I have 2 older brothers and 1 younger brother. I'm the only girl.
What do they do?
My oldest brother is an electrician.
Love
His name is Simon. He's pretty cool. They're expecting their first baby this year, and I'm
Oh
super
my gosh,
excited.
you're gonna be an aunt?
I am.
That
That's
is
amazing.
crazy.
I know. Oh.
That's amazing.
And then Owen, he's like a couple years older than me. He used to like climb windmills and fix them, and now he just
Oh.
works for the city of Austin.
I thought you meant just for fun.
Yeah, just for shits
Yeah,
and
I was
giggles.
like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about your younger brother?
My younger brother, Theo, he graduates high school this year. He actually graduates in March. He's going to graduate early like I did.
Damn.
Kind of cool.
How many
Nerd.
kids are in his class?
He had a bigger grade. So he actually doesn't go
12.
to Adams anymore. He goes to Byron because I moved. And then, there's probably like over 200.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so like
Yeah,
a
big
more
size.
normal size.
Normal sized,
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
Who's your favorite brother?
Wow.
That's a crazy question.
Is it crazy? I mean,
We all have one.
It came to your head like, oh, obviously this,
I
but I
don't think
can't say it. Yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite brother, but I'd say I'm the closest with my younger brother, Theo.
Okay.
We used to play Legos together all the time.
Yeah.
Lego Masters. Ever seen it? Either of you?
I don't think so.
TV show?
Like the
Yeah.
YouTube videos?
No.
Oh.
I feel
It's a
like we
TV
talked
show.
about it before.
Yeah, no, me and Maddie are watching it right now. It's these people make Legos, and it's like a reality TV show. Like they get voted off once a week if their build isn't good enough.
Oh,
Super
that's
awesome.
sick.
Original builds?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That'd be
pretty
cool.
cool.
They're
Are they as cool as
Category-
the ones at the Mall of America?
they're not as big, but they only have like 12 hours to make it.
So?
Right? It's still pretty cool.
It's
It's like
stressful.
The one last night was they had to build a castle on a side of a cliff, and all they had on the cliff was 10 little like 2 little like Lego circle things on the side of the cliff.
And they had
this-
to build off of that?
and they had to build off of it.
Damn.
And this guy built like this bridge that was collapsing because this guy was fishing on the end and caught too big of a fish. Like super cool shit. If you guys
Damn.
like Legos, you gotta watch it.
We've
Yeah,
been
I need to
playing
watch that.
Legos
Damn,
lately.
that'd be cool.
No,
Yeah.
it's like me and Maddie. There's 3 seasons. It's on Hulu. If you got Hulu, you can watch it. Will Arnett is the host. He does a
I
pretty.
love him.
He actually does a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Like
He can do anything, though, I feel like.
for a host of like a Lego show, it's hard.
Have you seen Arrested Development?
Yes, great,
Okay.
great.
Love Will Arnett.
Sorry, you guys played Legos.
Yeah, how do you follow that?
Talking about dairy farming.
Dairy farming.
Did you guys do any other farming?
I mean, we had like crops and stuff. I didn't really do a whole lot on the farm, if I'm being so honest. I was pretty young because we moved when I turned 15. But I was like the Mower County milkmaid for 3 years.
What does that
Pretty
mean?
cool.
So like every county in Minnesota does this like you like represent your county. And like so the dairy princesses were the ones that were older like in high school, and then the milkmaids were like they're like younger. So I was
Yeah.
probably in like I don't know 6th, 7th, 8th grade maybe.
So would you be like sitting in the back of a convertible down a parade? Okay.
We passed out milk and cheese.
That's
Really?
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd get so
Homemade
constipated.
milk and cheese.
No, like the little cartons that you get at school and stuff. We passed those out.
Oh, the little pink cartons.
Not pink.
Blue. Blue?
No,
Brown,
brown,
and yellow.
Brown. And
You get
yellow.
the brown. You get the brown one. It's the chocolate.
From
milk.
chocolate cows.
Oh,
or brown
sure.
cows.
Brown cows.
That
Chocolate
makes
cows.
sense.
That's crazy.
Chocolate cows.
Does your dad still farm?
He does. He owns Smith Family Farms, which is I think the second biggest dairy farm in Mower County. It's pretty big. So from what I know, they milk like over 400 head. Like,
Damn.
and then there's like my dad's the big farm that has a bunch of cows at it, and then my uncle lives at like down the street, and there's cows there that we own, and then my brother lives like even further down the street, and then there's cows at his house.
Damn.
Did you sell them all those houses?
No, I was like 12.
Still could have.
Could have.
I should have. I should have made them
Reached out to
wait.
Tyler or something.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So obviously, small school didn't have a huge social life, probably, because there just wasn't a lot of kids. Or were you still able to have like a pretty social life, have other groups of friends at other different schools, or?
Not really.
Yeah.
So like we had 2 schools. Like obviously there was a Catholic school and then the high school, like
Yep.
Southland. But I mean, again, that was only like 32 kids, and that was everybody like combined with
The Catholic.
the
school?
Catholic school.
Damn.
So it was just small.
Just small, and
Yeah.
like the schools around us were all pretty small. And I guess I don't know. I mean, you just kind of had your people that you went to school with, and
So what would you do for fun? A
drove
weekend
the
comes
gator.
around.
I don't know.
Drove what?
Our gator around
Okay.
the farm. Played with the cows.
Yeah.
I don't know. We did a lot of outside, but
Did you ever go cow tipping?
Oh, I have a question. Yeah.
Off the record, did you ever go cow tipping?
Does that kill the cow? I heard maybe that's just a myth.
No.
If you tip them while
that
they're
is
sleeping.
somebody from Edina. saying that if you go cow tipping, you're killing the cows.
Helen Keller isn't real, I swear.
You agreed.
I'm on board. I love a good conspiracy theory.
No, I don't think I ever did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to zoom in on her face.
That's awesome, though.
Okay, should we talk about...
So
I guess first jobs, I guess.
What were you doing? Like, what was your first job?
Milking cows.
That's fair. Okay,
sense.
what was
Picking
your
rock.
second job?
So,
what
like,
was
I
your
worked
first
on
job
the farm.
outside of the farm?
Subway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's always a fucking Subway everywhere.
Everyone.
Yeah.
But there wasn't one in Adams, so I didn't actually get like my first job outside of Adams until we moved to Byron.
And then you started working at
And I started
Subway at
working at
Byron.
Subway.
What was the guy's name? Was this before or after
Jared?
Jared?
Do you know what happened?
Do you know who Jared is? You're so precious.
Under a rock.
You were so precious.
Not even... You're like, Elon Musk? Who's that?
Okay. I just said I don't keep tabs on that kind
No,
of
I know.
stuff.
And
I
that's
just don't
probably
give a
healthy,
fuck.
honestly.
It really is, because Jared
Yeah.
was a really bad man, but he was like this huge promoter for Subway.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked. But Subway, favorite sub?
Do you still eat it?
The Italiano.
Oh,
Whatever it's
okay.
called.
Spicy
Emilio.
Italian?
Yeah.
Or Italian BMT?
No, the spicy Italian.
Cold
Okay.
cut combo.
Ew, dude.
Yeah.
If you knew how
Ew.
those were made and like where we
Bologna.
got the meat from it, I don't think you'd ever actually eat a bologna sandwich
would.
ever again.
I just had McDonald's nuggets. Like,
disgusting.
Yeah.
who knows what those are made out of?
Bologna, though, is... I, like, grew up on that.
Bologna.
Ugh.
You know what?
Bologna.
We used to eat that and put a little bit of
Spam.
ketchup on
Let
it.
me guess, you used to eat spam.
I loved Spam.
Yeah, it's exactly what somebody from Adams,
can't do
Minnesota would
Spam
say.
either. Well,
Where
yeah,
is Spam? Where's the headquarters? It's got to be
Austin.
down
It's,
by
it's
Adams.
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin, Minnesota. Hermel.
Yeah,
My stepbrother's
right
wife
off I-90.
works there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
I visited the museum or whatever.
The Spam Museum?
Yeah.
Old one or new one?
I don't know.
He's like, there's two.
Was it? Yeah, I don't know. This was like
She's like, I know every fucking corner of
7
that place.
years. Yeah.
That's
This was
what
like
we
seven-
did.
We used to go there every
7
year.
years
Yeah.
ago. It's like 7 years ago.
Dude, that's like way too recent.
It was my cousin's wedding was in Austin, and they're like, and
Where?
he worked at Hormel, or his wife did, and
Cool.
yeah, that's all I got.
Probably the newer one.
Yeah, it was cool. Honestly, they had like really cool like modern stuff in there.
Did they talk about like Hawaii? Because isn't Spam
I
really
think so. Like it got popularized
in Hawaii?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, during the war, because it was like all the rations you could just easily put Spam on. They don't have to keep it
I
refrigerated.
mean,
and-
Spam lasts for forever.
Yeah,
It just doesn't taste that good.
You don't like Spam?
it
really?
can taste good if
Oh,
you
I think it's
boil it
so
or
good.
fry it.
Boil it is
Not
I was gonna
crazy.
say we would
Boil would be
fry
gross.
it and make like Spam sandwiches with a little bit of peanut butter and eggs.
Ew,
What?
peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, peanut butter's crazy.
That is nuts.
Try it.
Do you like
Go
peanut butter?
try- I love peanut butter.
Do you like peanut butter?
I don't mind it. Not a
I don't
huge
think
peanut butter guy.
we have peanut butter in my house.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
I remember
I love it.
we got peanut butter. This is now 4 houses ago. And it made 3 moves. We threw it away like a year ago, and it
Yeah.
was from 2009. The peanut butter.
Yeah.
Do you not make like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or like
No.
peanut
My
butter
mom
toast, a little
hates
bit of
peanut
like
butter.
cinnamon and sugar,
I'm allergic to peanut butter.
No, you aren't.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
or like protein balls?
I do really like Reese's
peanut butter
Reese's
cups?
cups.
Protein, is that where you put like oats and
Chocolate chips.
yeah,
And honey.
then you freeze it
Freeze it.
Yeah,
No.
that's crazy.
Put it in the fridge.
or the fridge? I don't know. I always see like people on Instagram like easy protein balls.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. No, they look good. I don't
They're-
like the texture of peanut butter, and it's like you have to just chug water to get it out the roof of
Yeah,
your
that's
mouth.
true.
Yeah.
I'll make you some protein balls. I
Yeah.
like 'em.
Subway
Okay, Subway.
to
Oh, okay. I worked at Subway. I worked at Leashes and Leads in
elaborate.
Rochester.
What is that?
It's like
Like a clothing
dog
store?
park. I don't really know how to
Boarding?
explain it.
Like, would you watch dogs?
Yeah, no, I was just like a groundskeeper. My uncle was a manager there, so that was like my first job getting into like in Byron area ish just to make some money. But I just like pulled weeds and weed whacked.
How old were you then?
15.
Oh, okay.
What's next?
Then I worked at 5 West in Rochester.
Huh.
You're just at the Loop
Some
today.
amazing soup.
So
Some of
good.
the best
Really?
soup I have ever tried. It is in the Sunday Soup du Jour, probably over a year ago. Unbelievable soup.
It's so good.
Isn't it just like a department store?
No.
What is Five,
Five
West?
West.
Yeah,
It's
what
a
is that?
restaurant in
It's a
Rochester.
restaurant in
Oh.
Rochester.
Oh, okay.
So have you
That makes
ever been
sense.
to like the Loop up here in the
North
cities?
Loop?
Like in the North Loop, there's one. The Loop, like the restaurant.
Like in Minneapolis?
Yeah, there's one in Minneapolis and there's one in like St. Louis Park.
There's
Oh.
Five West?
No,
You're
the
talking
Loop.
about,
Oh.
yeah, with all the restaurants there.
Yes,
Yeah, like
we were
Cooper's
literally
used to
just
be
there
there.
today, me and Nate.
I see.
But they are the same owners. So there was Five West in Rochester, Smoke Barbecue, which is like literally 2 doors
Talking
down.
about West End? In St.
Loop
Louis Park?
West End.
We're in Rochester. We're talking right now.
No.
Oh.
In St. Louis Park.
They have
Keep up,
5
Brady.
restaurants.
Whoa,
so in
whoa.
St. Louis Park, there is
Yeah.
a Loop West End because
Yes.
it's in the
By
West
the Home
End.
Depot and Costco.
Yes.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Kind of. It's across the street.
Okay, whatever. They are the same owners as this restaurant in Rochester.
You know what's
Five West.
crazy is there's a Costco by Five West in Rochester.
There
isn't
is. Right across the road. We used to have to park in the Costco parking lot and walk down. It
It's a
sucked.
long walk.
Yeah. It sucked.
Damn.
Cool restaurant though.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Five
Amelia. So me and Maddie were eating the soup, doing the soup du jour, and Amelia saw us and we didn't know.
Didn't
We
know each
were,
other at the
yeah.
time.
Oh, really?
Isn't that
Yeah,
weird?
I think I met Max like
You
a
were
week
working there?
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I worked there for 5 years. So I moved up here in August. I think my last shift there was August 28th, and I moved up the 29th.
Damn.
Yeah, I loved it. It was a great restaurant to work at. A lot of great people.
And then how did you get to...
Hold on. When did you decide real estate was the route you wanted to go?
My sophomore year of high school
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
during COVID.
Yeah. What sparked that?
Okay, so lived in Adams,
Yep.
teeny tiny town with absolutely nothing to offer. Moved up to Byron, Minnesota, also kind of a small town, but a little bit bigger next to Rochester. And we
Keep going.
we sold our house in 2019 and it didn't sell for like almost a whole year. And then
Holy.
we had an offer on it, and it was like my parents' dream home that they built. Dream home
sad.
that they built on a couple acres, and pretty big house, like 5 bedroom, 5 bath. You know, just a nice house, but almost too nice for the area. Like if it was up here, it would have been way nicer, but it didn't sell. And then we had a guy who had an offer on it, and like 2 days before closing, he lost his job from COVID.
Oh.
So then our house didn't sell, but we still had to move up to like Byron because we were starting school.
Yeah.
And so we lived in like these townhouses, and I think my mom paid like $2,500 for rent for a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And there was
Jeez.
3 of us. My mom literally slept in one of the closets. We had like a cot in there
Ugh.
because it was like a huge closet. And we did that for like 7 months.
7 months. Wow.
Because COVID hit.
Right.
And like you just like, I don't know, you couldn't really buy a house. You just couldn't really do anything.
Yeah.
And my mom was working at Mayo, and she was like in a fucking hazmat suit to go to work.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, and then, but that was kind of what sparked it, because I really liked just that whole process, even though I wasn't the one signing the paperwork or doing any of that kind of fun stuff. But then, like, 2021 hit, you know how that was a crazy market.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We found our, like, we
Somebody
looked
bought
at
our
maybe
house.
3 houses, and then we had to make a decision within 5 minutes of looking at a house. And we did. I mean, our house is pretty cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about your mom. So she's a registered nurse at Mayo. Yeah. How was it during COVID?
She didn't really talk about it much.
Yeah.
It was a little, like, she worked in dialysis.
Oh, okay.
So I think she watched a lot of people die, and I think that was kind of hard. She doesn't really talk about it a whole lot. But
Yeah.
now she actually doesn't work in dialysis anymore. Now she works in mental health. So
Oh,
people
really?
who, like, they either go to jail for drug or they go see my mom.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then possibly still go to jail if the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake's been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been there, right? Okay. So you so you started as a realtor how long ago?
2 years ago.
You are officially licensed your senior year too, right?
Officially licensed the same week I graduated high school.
And then where were you working then?
I was in Rochester at the KW office.
Okay. Speaking
KW
of
means
KW,
Keller Williams.
Yeah, sorry, Keller Williams.
Speaking of, do you see the CEO step down?
Remax's president stepped down last week too. It's just gonna. It's
Keep
Do you
what's
going.
think
gonna
they're
happen.
at the Diddy parties?
No.
Maybe.
What's going on?
You want to know what's going on?
Yeah.
Brick and mortars just aren't like those
Yeah.
brick and mortar brokerages just aren't making any money.
Oh,
No, they're
really?
losing money, and they
It's-
have been for years.
Exactly. It's just it's unsustainable in a low transaction count.
Unsustainable. That's right.
Low transactional count that we saw last year. 2024 was the lowest transactions we've seen in I don't even know how long, like a really
Yeah.
long time. And agents are just not making money. Brokerages aren't making money. Luckily, we get to be at the number one brokerage in
I was
the
just gonna
world
say
for
that.
agent count
Yeah.
and agent transaction.
fucking
We're one of
cool.
the only profitable brokerages in the world. I think it's like last year was one of two. We were one of two brokerages in the world. And that's because we don't have these offices that we don't have to pay these broker managers and the
Crazy
office
fees.
spaces and crazy fees where we have a literal website we can just go on and you pop in as a sim and you can go talk to whoever you need to at your brokerage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we save a lot of money by doing that. And
Crazy.
with all that money we get to save, you know what we get to do? So we get to pay our agents back with a revenue share. And now our agents
here
get
we
to
go.
create passive income. And then they can join groups called Prestige Real Estate Network. Clip that, send that
I'll
out.
send it to you when I'm done.
But no, that's why it's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Because it just happened with Remax 2 weeks ago. KW just did it. Like these brick and mortar brokerages are just they're not going to last.
Crazy.
Which
Who do you
is
think
sad.
is next?
Remax, KW.
Edina.
I could
Yeah.
see like Edina Realty, Keller. Or Lindahl's gonna be okay, which is a weird
Which blows
statement.
my mind.
But
Have
he
you ever
only has
actually
one
met
office.
Chris Lindahl?
Yeah.
Have you?
Next question.
Next question.
I
no
wanted
comment.
to ask, when did you join
20
Obvious Real Estate?
September.
September.
September. How did you ended up like? Is she under you?
She's under Max.
Max. Okay.
So yes, she's under me still.
Yeah.
Technically,
Max
yeah.
and then you. Why did you pick Obvious Real Estate or at the time Tyler Miller team?
Let's see, that was back like almost a year ago I met Max. And I thought he was really weird. He like DM'd me on Instagram. And I thought he was flirting with me. And I'm pretty sure I told him to fuck off.
Damn.
That's crazy. Can we
But
get those
get
receipts?
fucked.
Can we get those receipts and have it right here?
I'll
I was
right
like,
here.
find him. Like, I don't know.
Hey,
So, like,
beautiful.
there was like nobody.
Stop.
There
Max
was
is happily
nobody
married.
really young. Like in Rochester, like young ages. I was the youngest. Oh my God, I was a baby. And I was 18. Just an
Yeah.
absolute little baby.
Just a wee little baby.
Just a wee little lad. And then I don't know, I was like almost a whole year and I was doing really well. Like when Max reached out to me, I think I already had like 5 pending deals for 2024. And then Max was like, oh yeah, like we're up in the cities. And I was like, dude, I haven't been in the cities in like 2 years, like leave me alone. And then he like was very consistent. Like he would like my posts, he would comment, and I'm like, this dude is a creep.
Really?
Yes. And I remember talking to my friend Joe Kelly and I showed her Max's picture. I'm like, do we think this guy is like fake? Like, do we think this is a joke? Like it's
Yeah.
some kind of AI? And she's like, no, I think he's real.
Awesome.
Does Max know all this?
I don't know if Max knows
We
all
have
this.
to clip
this
this.
is
We
so
need
mean.
to clip this. We need to clip it.
I don't.
And tag Max.
No, I don't picture Max as like after you met him, you're like, oh, he's not creepy. He's like a normal.
Just kidding.
What? That's wild.
No. After I met him, I thought he was fine. But like, you know, when you maybe this is like not.
How did you like? If you thought he was a fake person,
I just thought he was creepy.
How did you
Like-
get yourself to say, you know what, I got to meet with this
He
guy?
called me. It started. He would like all my stuff. He friended me.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram. I'm like, okay, whatever. So does everybody else. Then he would start commenting on things, liking things, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. It was a little weird. I thought it was like a flirty kind of, something in that realm, and I was like, this is weird. And then he DM'd me, and I'm like, what a creep. And I remember telling my friend Joe that, and then I like didn't really think much of it. And then like 2 weeks later, got another DM, and he's like, damn, you're killing it. And I'm like, mm-hmm. Like I was so like.
That doesn't sound. That sounds like a person that's trying to.
Recruit.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck recruiting was. I
Yeah.
didn't think he did that. I didn't really even know what EXP was.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how you took it like definitely hitting on me. For sure.
thought he
I
was
mean,
a
I can't blame him really. Like, for sure hitting on me.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird, and then I kind of just like he would DM me, and I would just like leave him unseen. I don't know.
Damn.
And then he was like, I sold 10 houses, and he was like, dude, you know how much more money you could be making if you were up here? And I was like, dude, you're like 2 hours
Not
away.
interested, man.
Yeah.
No, at this point, I was like, okay, you're like 2 hours away. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing these videos of like Max, and then I saw Brady, and then I saw like, I don't even know who else. I think Tyler friended me on Instagram too, and I saw his videos. And then I saw a video of Brady and Maddie at 5 West.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, they come down here?
Oh, that's funny. Why were you guys down there?
I was helping a client.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No
And
big deal.
then-
I help people down in Rochester. Let me know if you want help.
This guy. he's always on.
Wow. No, and then I don't even know what. That
Did you
was
finally
like
meet with Max after that?
not until like April. Like, I think he DM'd me in like January. I didn't meet until April.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, you should come up here. I'm like, you should come down here. And he was like, my
It'd
Tesla
be so
won't
funny
make
if
it
he
that
was like,
far.
"Can you stop
That's
hitting on me?"
hilarious. That he said his Tesla won't make it that far.
was a joke. That was a joke.
That
That's
would be
so
something Max would
next
say.
day. No, and then I finally agreed to come up, and I think I went to a team meeting.
And those are
It was really weird.
the Tyler Miller team. Well, the obvious real estate team meetings are intense.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You should come sit in one time.
Oh,
No.
I don't like intense. Like,
No, not like
Not intense.
like there's just a lot of jokes flying. Like
Oh,
when you
so
think
like
of
the
a real
opposite of
estate,
intense.
if you think of a real estate team, you're like business market updates. No,
Synergy.
we're talking about okay, is Helen Keller real? Yes or no? Like that's
Oh, I like that. Intense.
yeah, no,
it's good
It's not
intensity.
just that.
I mean, if a penis isn't brought up during the meeting, it's not a team meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can get down
That's
with
so
that.
fair.
So it's just like very laid back. It sometimes give frat vibes. Like
Always gives
Yeah.
frat.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
it's giving frat.
Yeah. Definitely
okay.
giving frat.
So after the team meeting, we were like, "What the fuck is this?"
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people think because
Yeah.
it's so different.
It is so different. But then I was like, Max and Brady were on the leaderboard, and I'm like, Max is like a year older than me. Brady's like a year older than me. And then I was like, I was like, what? How can these people be so young and doing so much better than me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Grant, I wasn't doing bad, but I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of houses that you guys sold. And like it was continuous. It's not like it just like stopped.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I think I remember sitting in the podcast studio after the team meeting, and you were in there, Jack was in there, Jordan Zelnick was in there, and Nate was in there, and everybody was asking me questions. I remember thinking, holy fuck, this is weird.
They're all hitting on me.
That is not what I was thinking. That's not what I was thinking. But I was like, this is kind of weird. This is a lot of testosterone in this room.
Oh, sure.
But I remember I made some kind of joke, and Max is like, oh yeah, you would fit in perfectly. And then, I don't know, from there I was like, okay, this is cool, but I couldn't I was living in my mom's basement. Like,
Yeah.
everything was free. And I was working at 5 West, and there was no way in hell I could move up here.
Wait, you're working at 5 West and doing real estate on the side too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, I did all. Actually, most of my clients came from referrals from my regulars at 5 West.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then you joined.
Yeah, basically.
You joined basically like right after that.
Well,
Well, you
Well,
moved
not
up.
right after.
Well, who did you move in with? Let's start with that.
Okay, let's start.
Is
yeah.
this okay?
So I have these close family friends, and they were selling their house in Rochester to move up to like Isanti-ish area. He works in Forest Lake, and super jokingly, back in like November when I first met with them, back like November of 2023, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna move up to the city or like past the city." I was like, "Can I move in with you?" Like jokingly, and then they're like, "Sure, okay." And then I was like, that was a complete joke. Like, don't take that seriously. And then their house closed. I want to say the 2nd of June. And I think on June 5th, I texted them. I said, hey,
Me again.
crazy question. Talk to your wife. Would I be able to move in with you guys and spend like maybe 3 months at your house at the end of the summer? And he was like, yeah, sure. Let me talk to Danielle. And they talked it through. And they actually used to host hockey players in Rochester, so like billet billet parents. So I was like, okay, it's not that different, and they know me pretty well.
How do you know them?
They're like family friends.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm good friends with this girl Olivia, and it's her uncle.
Okay,
and like we used to go to their house every Friday, Saturday night. Like we'd eat dinner at my one friend Maddie's house, and then we'd drive to Rochester, go to the Rochester Grizzlies hockey game, and then we'd go to Tim and Danielle's house afterwards and just fuck around.
Yeah.
But so I knew them pretty well. Like they were, I don't know. I mean, I've never lived with them, but they were pretty close.
Right.
And I remember like a week later, they told me, they're like, yeah, you can come stay with us. And I was like, sick. And then I think I texted Max and I was like, hey, I have a place to stay up in the cities. I can start the end of September or end of August.
And are you still there now?
No, I moved out end of November.
End of November. Where are you now?
I'm in Coon Rapids.
Okay.
Hate to say this, but I'm in an apartment.
That's okay. Dude, I was just telling Jean, my fiance, I was like, man, it'd be nice to live in an apartment. And
bullshit.
Dude, my house is made in 1956. It's old.
Gorgeous.
It's fine. No, it's a nice house, but I'm just saying, like,
Darwin the gray cat's happy.
The stress of, like, anything could happen, branches fall, like,
yeah.
It's just like I miss just coming home and knowing if something's wrong.
Can we cut this out?
One word. Equity.
I know. But, like, there's still a fun feeling of, like, not being responsible for if something goes wrong. And I can just focus on other stuff.
Yeah, but you know how annoying it was? Like, I moved into my apartment. My fridge was not on. Didn't know that. I bought groceries, put them all in my fridge. And my fridge and my freezer were not working. So the next morning, I freaked out. And it was a Saturday, and they weren't open.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who to call.
How do you not?
I don't know. It's a newer apartment. It's really nice. But yeah, my fridge was not turned on. And then, like 3 days later, my oven stopped working.
Can you imagine if that happened at your house?
I'd be pissed. I was pissed.
Yeah. No, rightfully so. That would suck.
It took them like probably a week to come out and finally fix it.
Jeez.
But you could fix it yourself if you owned it.
Yeah. Is it an updated, like a modern apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're brand new. They were built in 2023.
Probably super similar to the bow line.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're dating Nate's brother. What's his name?
Nick.
Tell me, okay. Start from the beginning. How'd you guys meet?
How'd you
How
first
did
get in
Nate find out that you're dating his brother?
From the beginning.
All of it.
Go.
Okay, so from the beginning, let's see. I came to the office. I was already moved up here. It was probably like the end of September. I don't know. I just was working. I came to the office, and you've been in our office. You know where like Kayla and Tyler's offices are? Max was sitting in Kayla's chair, and Nate was sitting in Tyler's chair.
Okay.
And I walk in. Nate's on the phone with Nick. Didn't know who the hell Nick was. And Nate puts him on mute and goes, oh my God, Amelia, come over here. And I was like, the fuck do you guys want? Like, I'm trying to work. And Max goes, Nick has the biggest crush on you. I'm like, who the fuck is Nick? And they're like, just listen. I'm like, okay. So they unmute Nick, and Nate goes, Nick, guess who just walked through the door? And he goes, oh shit, is Amelia there? Like, no way. Did she walk through the door? Is she there? And Nate's like, yeah, Amelia just walking. You want to say hi? And he's like, I don't fucking know what to say to her. What am I supposed to say? Like, Max, screw you. She was supposed to add me back on Snapchat 4 months ago. In April, he added me on Snapchat.
Did you notice?
No, I don't add strangers on Snapchat. That's weird.
Your ego is wild.
How? You just add random people on Snapchat, or just like social media in general?
I'm just fucking with you.
So I didn't add anybody. I didn't even fucking know who this kid was,
yeah.
And we had no mutuals
but
either.
He knew you very well.
But he knew me
very well.
That's so funny.
He had cameras on my house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just kidding. But yeah, they were talking, and Nick goes, Max, like, she never added me back on Snapchat. Like, what are you doing? You were supposed to tell her. Like, I thought you told her to add me. Like, what? You're slacking. Like, whatever. And
Max was supposed to tell you?
Max was apparently supposed to tell me, because Max was the one who set us up. Because Nick saw a picture of me on Max's phone back in April.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the fuck they were. But Nick saw a picture of me on Max's phone, and I was like, I have to have her. And Max was like, she lives in Rochester, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. But he gave him my Snapchat.
Max is
Again.
like, I already tried, dude. I liked all her photos. She's not budging.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, and then so this phone call, Nate's like, just say hi. Like, start with hi. And he's like, okay, I can.
You could hear all that.
I could hear all of it. He didn't know. He didn't know.
So embarrassing.
He didn't know.
Does he know now?
Yeah, I told him.
Okay.
Actually, I told him this last night. We were talking about
I
this.
was like,
So
I would love for him
funny.
to find out on this podcast.
Yeah. That's so funny, though.
No, and then he goes, okay, I can say hi. And so Nate goes, all right, I'm gonna unmute you. He's like, Amelia, like step back and like I'm gonna call you in here. I'm like, okay. So Nate goes, hey Amelia, come here. I have somebody you should say hi to. And I was like, okay. So I walk in. I'm like, hi. And he's like, oh shit. And I was like, hi, is this Nick? And he's like, oh shit. And then he goes, hey, you never added me back on Snapchat.
Oh.
And I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to. And he instantly turns, Max, what the fuck?
Oh, that's
Just
funny.
gets so mad. And I had
Did
no idea.
you know what he looked like?
No,
Did you- oh.
no one said anything. No one told me anything.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, this poor kid, 4 months of me not adding him back to Snapchat. I have no idea who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And now he's like, has this big crush, and I'm like ruining his entire life by saying I have no idea who the hell you are.
Yeah.
And then he goes, can I take you on a date? And I was like, I don't know who the
damn.
fuck you are.
That's
Yeah,
straightforward.
but it's Nate's brother.
I didn't
She
know
didn't know
that.
that.
On the phone?
No.
Oh, you didn't know
No,
that?
I didn't know. I didn't
Oh.
know. And so then he was like, yeah, can I take you on a date? And I was like, I mean, if you're buying, why not? I was like, okay, I don't know anybody up here. I was like, sure, let's go on
Yeah.
a date. So we did. He planned the whole thing.
Where'd you go?
What'd you do?
I don't even remember.
Oh, not a
what
good
the
first date
restaurant-
then.
No. I don't remember what the restaurant was called, but I remember he told me he asked Max what my favorite type of food is. I was like, pasta. So he brought me to this Italian restaurant in Champlin.
Was it a house?
Oh, it's the place
Buenos
off Douglas.
I don't know. It's cute. It's like a little mom and pop shop.
It's
Place
literally
on
like
Douglas and East River Road.
it's literally
or West River Road.
like half a block away from Jake's house.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I was just going
It's
to
a
say
cute little
that's
place.
cool.
Yeah. No, it was
It is
cute.
cool. Yeah.
But so before we went there, we had like some time to waste. We went to the mall and we walked into like a jewelry store. And I don't know why.
Where was
the
this?
guy, I don't remember what.
North
No, it was like south. Like
Rosedale?
maybe.
Minnetonka?
Is there like a Dick's in that one? And like
That
Any
Italian
Hoozles.
place, though, is so nice.
So
it was
good.
super
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their chicken Alfredo is unreal.
Of course, you get chicken Alfredo.
Oh, it's so good there.
Whatever.
Your palate is like chicken nuggets, mac and cheese. No, not mac and cheese, but
Oh, I
like,
like mac and cheese, like Kraft mac and cheese.
yeah.
Like the character kinds?
That's
with
how
like
I picture
SpongeBob
Character
on
kinds
it?
are the best.
like
yeah.
goldfish and
I don't really like goldfish is okay. You know what?
So-
I really like steak. So you're at the jewelry store.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember how we got pulled into this, but I was trying on rings,
oh boy.
and we acted like we were gonna get engaged.
Wild.
Right.
So
Never
like,
met this kid before.
what's your favorite thing about Nick?
And wait, you still didn't know it was Nate's brother at
I
this
did
time?
at that point. They
Oh,
told
okay.
me. Like, he came to the office one day, and I remember I was really pissed off at Max because you know how Max very much sticks to his calendar?
Yep.
I had somewhere to be, and I told him I wanted to learn how to use the podcast studio because he never showed me. And he's like, okay, like, I think it was like 1:30. And I'm like, awesome. Like, I'll wait for you 1:30. Like, I think I needed to be somewhere, like, at like 2:15 or something, or like needed to leave. And he's like, yep, 1:30. And then it was like almost 2 o'clock. And I'm like getting mad because Max was like, yeah, I'm coming. And then he's like, just sprints out the door and he's like, let's go, Amelia, I've been waiting. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's no way you just said that.
Yeah.
I walk out and Nick's out there. And I was like, oh,
Did you?
I had no idea.
It was. You
That's
didn't
when you
know?
found out?
That's when I found out he
Oh,
was
okay.
Nate's
Did it
brother.
blow your mind like it blew
I
my
was
mind?
like, I don't know. I thought it was a little weird at first because I was like, oh, this is like kind of weird.
How
Because
old is he?
He's 18.
Okay.
But I was like, Nate is an interesting guy in general. Great dude.
Nate is
Kinda
a very interesting guy.
And I was like, I don't know if Nick is the same way. Like, I don't know if I can. You know?
And they're not.
They're not at all. They're very
No.
different, actually.
How so?
I don't.
Nate's a goalie.
Yeah.
What?
Nate's a goalie,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and okay.
and goalies are just.
Weird.
Yeah.
But we love Nate.
You love Nate.
I'm pro Nate.
I'm pro Nate.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Nate.
100%.
He's a funny dude.
But yeah. That's when I found out because he came in with his truck. And then I think Nate walked out and he's like, oh, my brother's here. I was like, your brother? They're like, yeah, Nick. And I was like, oh.
Your boyfriend.
Did he going on a date with?
Yeah. Did he ask? Was there like an official like, all right, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
This was like a month ago.
This
and
is
that
like a month
first
ago.
date was like in
Like a month and a
October.
half ago?
October.
Oh wow. How did he ask you?
So we were actually supposed to go up to Duluth the Friday after Christmas, and we were on our way, but I wasn't feeling good, so we decided to turn back around and just go home. But we were on our way up to go to like Bentleyville, like the lights in Duluth.
Okay.
And he was going to ask me there. And he
Aw.
tells me I have to tell people that because otherwise this sounds really bad.
Okay.
So I had been craving Texas Roadhouse, the rolls,
Oh, yeah.
and the cinnamon butter, and that's
Yes.
all I wanted. So we went to Texas Roadhouse that Saturday, and we're sitting there, and he's like, hey, Amelia, will you touch up my mustache when we get back? And I was like, that's like girlfriend level status. I can't do that for you, sorry.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, will you be my girlfriend? And I was like,
Aw.
I had to think about it.
What? Were
Did
you like
you-
joking though?
I had been asking him I asked him, and I was like, Nick, will you be my boyfriend? And he's like, no, I need to ask you. And I'm like, then hurry the fuck up and ask.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you keep asking, it's going to be pushed back. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's funny though.
So did you touch up his mustache?
I didn't. I did last night.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
okay, that's
What do you
good.
mean touch it up? Like
He
what
like
is he?
likes it trimmed because he doesn't like it touching his lip.
Yeah. Oh, that is annoying,
So
Yours
he
is
makes me trim
definitely
it.
touching it.
dude. I'm like
You don't
eating,
even have a lip.
Eating
Yeah, you
my
don't
mustache.
even have a top.
Let's do the national holiday today. There's a few of them.
There's a few of them today.
Yeah. So today, brought to you by what? Brought to you by who?
Google.
Sorry, I really have to.
It's by Burton Snowboards. Do we gotta go?
No,
It's
no, I just
by
have to respond to
Burton
this.
Snowboards today. Is the sponsor for our national holidays. Today is, once we get out of this fucking ad, is the January 23rd. And that means today is National Security Technician Day, as well as National Handwriting Day, and National Pie Day. It's National Pie Day, so make sure you go eat some pies.
Like
and-
Pi Day or Pi Day?
Pie. No, not like the numbers, because that would be what? March 14th. 3.1415295627.
you would know that.
8, maybe?
1 through.
Any hoozles.
14159.
Pie Day. What's your favorite pie? Apple pie, pumpkin pie,
Rhubarb pie.
rhubarb.
That's such a small town answer.
That is a small
We've had
town
this
answer.
conversation with Tyler the first
What was
time I
Tyler's?
ever met.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
Pecan's good, pumpkin's good, and French silk.
Ooh, French
French
silk
silk
is
is
good.
Yeah.
Cream pie? Somebody had to do it.
Okay, Brady. HR is going to be hearing about this.
I know Podgods is getting too big. We have HR now.
Yeah.
Who's HR?
Jake with his hat backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What else?
I feel like we've been
Talked
going
about
for a while.
We have.
Let's talk. Oh, I actually had a few questions. Oh, just kidding. National holidays, dating Nate's brother, origin stories. What I have written down. Amelia, would you like to talk about anything?
Can we do some like I don't even know how you like Coke or Pepsi?
Like some
Pepsi.
fun questions.
Pepsi?
My mom
with
drinks
this game.
Diet Pepsi. She's one of those people
Whoa.
who like always has to have one. And so
Ugh.
it's just, I don't know.
What about you?
Sprite?
No, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither. Sprite.
What?
I don't
Isn't
like dark
Sprite
pipe.
a Coke product?
I don't
Yeah.
like. I don't like dark pop.
Really? Why?
Not a dark pop guy. I don't know. I just never liked it. Like Dr. Pepper, not my thing. Maddie though, dude, have you met a Dr. Pepper lover?
Gene.
They're
Dude,
insane.
They
So
will,
annoying.
They will drink Dr. Pepper at any time of the
6
day
a.m.
with any kind
With
of food.
McDonald's
have
breakfast,
it with
Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
steak. They'll like, yeah, let me get a Dr. Pepper. Like, no.
I can only think of like on one hand how many times I've been like, yeah, Dr. Pepper sounds good.
I can actually. I don't have any fingers
Yeah.
up for that one.
What
Sprite.
Sprite's good.
All
Sprite's
fingers,
safe bet. Yeah.
limbs.
I like Sprite.
I'd be like not the biggest pop person, but I do like Sprite.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, nah, more of like a
Sprite.
Sierra Mist. type of
Sierra
girl.
Mist is fine.
It tastes the same.
No.
McDonald's Sprite?
Oh, McDonald's
Really
Sprite.
good,
I
yeah.
love how crispy.
It's just
So good.
What about, would you rather write with a pen or a pencil?
Pen.
Pen.
what kind of pencil?
The number 2.
Ew.
Freshly sharpened?
Or mechanical.
Oh, pen.
Mechanical's fire,
I
though.
love mechanical
A good
pencils.
mechanical?
A
Yeah,
good
good
number
one.
2.
Good number
pencil?
2 is great.
A good G2 Pilot though.
I like the, I have it over there. It's fucking amazing, the pen I have. What are some other, Star Trek or Star Wars? Okay. Brady, what about you?
Star Wars.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
right answer. Pacific or Atlantic Ocean?
I think I've been to both. I don't know. Is there really a difference? Isn't it all just the ocean?
Whoa.
It's not.
Water is water.
Pacific
Is water
or
wet?
Atlantic?
Doesn't it have to be?
Yeah, I think water's wet.
I don't know.
Don't even think about saying something different just to say something
hold
different.
on. Does water float?
No.
Yes.
How?
Explain an ice cube.
Air gets in the ice cube, which is why it floats.
But it's still floating, and what is ice made out of? Water. Thank you very much.
Case closed.
Case closed. What about video games or board games? Do you play video games? Yeah, I didn't think so.
So board games?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you're like a small town,
Oh.
milks cows.
You're outdoorsy. That's
Yeah.
what he's meaning.
Yeah,
It wasn't offensive.
it was supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be.
Favorite board game?
Oh, we never really played board games at our house. It was more card games.
All right, favorite card game?
Poker.
Like Texas Hold'em?
Yeah. Blackjack.
What about you? Not card game, but just board game.
We've been playing a lot of Ticket to Ride.
What is that?
What is that?
Have you ever played Catan?
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Then I don't know how to explain
That's
it.
okay.
If you've never played either of those games,
No.
it's hard to explain. But it's a really fun board game. We love Clue. We
Clue's
just played.
good.
Clue's
we,
good.
we played Monopoly Sunday night.
Monopoly's
Monopoly's
good.
fun.
Pictionary?
No,
No.
I
It's
got
fun.
in really big trouble in elementary school playing Pictionary.
Do you draw a penis or what?
No, worse.
Worse than a boot? What's worse than a penis?
Right? That's
A
what I
vagina?
thought. Okay, so little backstory here. 5th grade Brady. We had fun Fridays.
This is for sure a clip.
And I was playing Pictionary with some of my really good friends, and one of them drew like a computer, and he said, "What pops up in the computer?" And I freaking yelled, "Porn!" And my teacher was not happy with me. I got to have a talk with all of the 5th grade teachers at the time.
5th grade.
Yeah, and they're like, "What do you?"
Isn't that a little
What do
bit
you know about
sad,
porn, little
like,
boy?
unfortunate that you know what that is in 5th grade?
That's what I was thinking.
I had 2 older brothers.
Just saying.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my parents. We watched Hangover. I went to the theaters for Hangover, and I was
What year was it when you were in 5th grade? Roughly.
2010 maybe?
Oh, man, that's crazy.
2011? I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
When were you born?
Oh, 04.
That's crazy.
We have somebody on our team that
Old.
was born in 06.
Who?
Tyler
Tyler.
Cobb.
Oh, wow, he's that young?
Yeah.
He's 18.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
crazy.
good guy though. Really good guy. Really
Yeah.
good guy.
I always see his posts and stuff, I think.
Thanks.
I was going to... favorite movie?
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Well, movies or TV shows?
I was going to ask
I'm a
that,
movies
too.
person. Oh, you know The Parent Trap?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one.
Dude, what? That's a great movie.
I thought it was
movie.
going to be like some intellectual... Parent Trap's great.
I grew up on a farm.
Yeah, okay. Fair. What about you, Brady?
That was a wild statement.
I thought like Parent Trap is like a nostalgic, can always go back to.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
those
like
that's
are
why
the
it's a
best
favorite
movies.
movie.
But do you have like a
like Interstellar is what
like
you
an
wanted.
adult movie that like you?
An adult movie is crazy. That was a crazy statement.
365. Just
Okay,
kidding.
5th grade Brady here.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Adult movie?
Can we not say it like that? Like, this is weird.
An adult film.
Wolf of Wall
Oh,
Street.
yeah.
Well, adult film. That's worse.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst thing you could say.
We're all adults here. Wolf of Wall Street's a classic.
It's a good movie. Long.
I've actually never seen
It is
Wolf of
long.
Wall Street.
The Big Short.
What?
Have you seen The Big Short?
So good.
That's a really good one.
Really
As a
good.
real estate agent, I recommend watching it
Okay.
because it talks about like the '08 crisis, and you can actually learn some things about why everything went to shit.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
Do you?
Have you ever seen Manifest on Netflix?
Oh, yeah. No, I've never seen it, but I know what you're
that
talking
one was
about.
pretty good. Otherwise, we used to watch Blue Bloods.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
me and my dad, we would every Thursday, because that's when I was at my dad's house.
It's like a
we would
Law
make
and Order
ice
type
cream.
TV show, right?
Yeah.
Dude, today's Thursday.
Yeah.
Beast
Thursday.
Games.
Beast Games.
I can't wait.
I'm actually
Do
pumped to watch that. Have you watched
Beast
Games?
Mr. Beast.
Did you watch Squid Games? Any of
Wow.
them ever?
What do you do?
I think it's dumb.
She works.
I don't really watch TV. I don't know.
I know. What do you do though?
I mean, what do I do?
Like,
TikTok?
I mean, like, so you don't scroll really, you don't watch TV really, don't drink pop. What do you?
I'm
drink
kind
water?
of boring. I love me some water. That's all I drink. With some
Do you-
like flavor packets.
Mm.
I don't know.
What's
do
your
you-
day look like?
Kind of
Yeah,
boring.
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, let's start when you wake up. What time you waking up?
I mean, that's cool
Like
though, 'cause that's like
5:30.
rare.
5:30 first alarm or only alarm?
Oh, only alarm.
Only alarm, 5:30.
You get up.
Yep.
What
I'm
are
on
you
one
doing
alarm.
first? After going to the bathroom, because that's what everyone does first.
Probably fill up my water bottle, put some ice in it, drink a ton of water.
Yep.
Um,
Do you scroll at all in the morning?
no, I try not to.
Wow.
But do you?
I mean, no, not
Like
usually in the
weekends?
morning like that.
Okay.
Or even on the weekends. And
So
then
you get up, get some water.
get some water, get dressed for the gym, go to the gym for like an hour,
Okay. You
Then-
back at what? 6:45.
7-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Make myself some breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
A bagel with avocado.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Do you like avocado toast?
love avocado toast.
Did you get avocado toast in LA?
In LA, I don't remember.
Sorry.
No,
It's
the
good.
burritos.
Oh, you love those.
Yeah. Well,
burritos,
I didn't. My stomach was all fucked.
Yeah.
All right. So breakfast.
That's probably when I'll scroll. If I was gonna scroll, I'd be like eating breakfast like an iPad kid.
Yeah.
Scroll and eat some breakfast.
Little iPad kid.
Yeah.
And then I usually take my time and I just get ready. Like I listen to either like an audiobook or some music and take like an hour and a half to just get ready for the day. It's kind of just me time. I'm not on my phone. I just kind of, I don't know,
Dilly dally.
dilly
just
dally.
kinda get ready.
Yeah, just take my time. I don't know.
Where
then
do you go to the
that.
gym?
At my apartment,
Oh, nice.
they have
Nice.
quite a few machines, so I can get a good workout in.
Yeah.
So then you're obviously working for most of the day,
Mm-hmm.
right? When do you usually turn that off and go back to home?
It depends on the day, depending on what I have going on. Like tonight, I'm going back home and I'm gonna do my nails. That takes like 2 hours. Cook
Okay.
myself some dinner, clean my apartment, pack, and probably go to bed.
What are you making for dinner?
That's a great question. Probably like a protein bowl,
What is it, like rice and
like
chicken
rice,
and
chicken.
beans?
No beans. I
No
usually put
beans?
corn.
You know what they say
Oh,
about
yeah.
beans? They make you toot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
chill, Brady.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that. Do you and Nick live together?
No,
No?
but he basically lives at my house.
Got it. What does
He's
Nick
there all
do?
the time. He works for a construction company.
Okay.
And it's so funny because he's probably the youngest person on their team, but he like oversees projects.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like they're working on a new construction home in Isanti, and it's like a bunch of people working, and he just comes up their little 18-year-old selves and like, hey, you're doing this wrong.
Clean boots, clean pants.
Yeah,
Get
pretty
back to
much.
work, boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't
So
know.
it
Do we have
just
anything
not a
else?
whole lot. Are you scrolling at night ever?
No, I like to read.
So
What are you reading?
Okay.
Right now I am reading The Slight Edge.
By Colleen Hoover.
The Slight Edge is like a mindset book.
Oh, okay. Like self-help type?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Favorite novel?
I don't really know if I have a favorite novel. I just kind of read whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of good books out there, I think, but
Have you ever read The Giver?
No, but it is on my list.
Oh gosh, it's
Do you-
so good.
Do you turn on your TV at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use it for like background, but I'm really like, Nick is usually at my house and we go do something, whether it's like going down to the golf simulator or just taking a nap. I love a good nap after work.
Okay.
Naps
Get
are
home
great,
at like
yeah.
2:30, take like a 2-hour nap.
2 hours.
2 hours
yeah.
is nuts.
That's crazy.
Love it.
I don't know the last time I took a nap.
I'd be afraid
Really?
to look at my
Yeah.
phone after.
I literally took a nap.
Yeah,
What
because you'd
day?
be like, what year is it? Do you want to ask
Sure.
the question?
How do you want to be? Hold on. How do you want to be remembered when you're gone?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm all that cool of a person to like be remembered, I guess.
Come on.
I don't know. I hope people see me like, especially people from the small town I grew up in, of like, good for her for like getting the fuck out of there. And I wish I would have done the same. And I hope that that helps people to get the fuck out of there because there's so much more to life than that town.
Who was your inspiration, or was it just the real
So,
estate
Like to move?
transaction?
Or
yeah.
so my mom and dad got divorced a while back. And my mom was working at the Mayo Clinic in Austin.
Yeah.
And then she started working in Rochester, and we all so my 2 older brothers graduated the one graduated in 2018, the other one graduated in 2019. And so then they were going off to go do their own thing. Like my oldest brother already had his house by then. My other brother was like working on getting his own house. And my mom's like, I don't need to live here anymore. Like you guys, if you want to go to school here, you can stay with your dad, but like there's no fucking point.
Yeah.
And like her father had passed away, her grandma passed away. So like she just didn't really have a whole lot of family in this small town anymore. And she's just like, I don't need to be driving an hour to work every day. Like it just didn't make sense for her to live there. And she's like, okay, you have the option to either stay with me or like move up here and you can go to a different school, or you can stay with your dad. And my 2 older brothers like, get the fuck out of here. Like, do not go to this school. Go and do something. Like, you have so much more to live for. Don't stay here.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad, on the other hand, was like, you're not going to make it if you
It'll be
move.
great. You can work on the farm for the rest of your life. Yeah.
And I just knew that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
for
so
sure.
when my mom was like, yeah, we're going to move, I was like, heck yeah. Like, let's go. But so many people hated us for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, they
really?
hated my mom. They were like, oh, Heather's stealing the kids. Like,
Yeah.
it was a huge deal for us to move.
Like people in the city,
Like
or in the
people
town you're
in
living
this
in.
town of Adams got, like,
Did they take it as like you thought that you were better than everybody else? That like you.
I don't know if it came out of that or just pure jealousy.
Yeah.
Because they aren't moving. Like, that's a kind of town, like, your grandparents live there, you live there, your kids live there, and it
Yeah.
just, like, nobody moves. And I just, obviously, that's not who I am. Like, there's so much more to like, Byron was too small for me.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't, I don't know.
Coon Rapids is too small for you.
It is.
Like-
Like, I just want the whole world.
Yeah.
What,
I was gonna ask if you're gonna. Or do you think you'll stay in Minnesota for the rest of your life, or do you?
I don't want to.
No. Okay.
I really want to move to Texas.
Like Austin or.
Around that area. I don't want to
Yeah.
like live in like the big cities. Probably like somewhere like outskirts, but I think the real estate there is really cool. But I wouldn't
And
live
it's
there to
affordable.
like have a family there.
Yeah.
I'd probably like if I
Where
was
do you
gonna start
wanna
having
have a
kids, I'd like
family?
move back up here probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I gotta. We
That's
gotta
awesome.
be done.
Yep, let's do this.
Amelia, thank
Where
you
can
so
they
much.
find you? Where can everybody find you? Where can they buy houses with you? And what can they do?
Obvious Real Estate. It's the team I'm on. Go follow me on Amelia Smith Realtor.
Love that. Love that. Love
Sweet.
that. Jake, any last
Like-
words for the people?
No. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.